Hey guys, what's up? My name is Eric and I'm the Techie Agent, and today we're taking a look at the newly released Actofit. So the Actofit is a daily wearable that's designed for those of you who want to track your exercises in a gym context rather than doing typical steady state cardio exercise. So this is going to be a wearable that's going to appeal to the demographic of those who go to the gym for strength training, high intensity interval training, CrossFit styled exercises, body weight exercises, all of those kinds of things that aren't typically tracked by your standard Fitbit or Garmin device. Now, the Actofit does come with a very long list of features, and so we won't cover it all in this video. We're going to do maybe a 2 or 3 part series on this particular device, depending on how things go here. What I really want to look at today is, does it deliver on its main feature, which is activity tracking in a gym context, strength training tracking. And so I want to talk about that mostly today. This does offer a waterproof body. So this device can be worn into the shower. It can be worn while swimming, and you don't have to worry about it freaking out and dying on you like some other fitness trackers out there that don't have an IP rating that's for water. Now, in terms of battery life, I've plugged this in, charged it up in about an hour, and gotten about 4 or 5 days worth of battery life out of it. And that's about par for the course. Most fitness trackers of this same price point and size last about 4 to 5 days before you have to recharge them. Now, one of the things that I like that they've done is they have a magnetic charger versus a clip-on style charger that Garmin and Fitbit have been using. I really do prefer just kind of the ease of a magnetic charger that just kind of snaps right into place. It's very easy to use, and so I was happy to see that they provided that kind of charging versus a clip-on style charger. Now, while the band does feel light and kind of cheap overall, I actually like the band design overall. It does have kind of a textured interior on the band that helps it grip against your wrist for when you begin to get sweaty. So that way the band isn't sliding all over your wrist like other bands are that have a kind of a smooth interior. So that textured interior will grip against your wrist and in theory provide better heart rate tracking because the heart rate tracker isn't moving around on top of your wrist. Now, this does have a built-in optical heart rate sensor on the back of it that's designed to track both your resting and active heart rate. Optical-based heart rates on the wrist have just never been good. Ever since their inception, they've just never delivered well for active exercise. So I know that Actofit wanted to provide a built-in optical heart rate sensor that did track active exercise, and the reality is there's just going to be inherent limitations there. So I was hoping that maybe the Actofit would have the ability to pair with an external heart rate sensor, and at least in terms of any firmware updates right now, it's not able to do that. So you'll be stuck with the built-in optical heart rate sensor, and you just have to kind of know that there's an inherent weakness with built-in optical heart rate sensors. No matter how expensive the device is or how good it is, there's just going to be limitations on having a built-in optical heart rate sensor right on your wrist. Now, I want to address the app design. It is a well laid out app. It's a clean design. It's easy to operate. It's got a good user interface on the app. Unlike a lot of other fitness applications like Garmin, which they work well, they work fine, but they're just very cluttered and they're not very clean. So Actofit has done a good job making a clean application where you can navigate easily using kind of a dashboard at the bottom to navigate through the different menus and options. And then once you get to the various screens within those dashboards, you can open up other menus and select through different things. One of the things I really like about the Actofit app is, in addition to having a catalog of all of the different exercises that this tracks, it offers 2 really cool features. One is that it offers a video link or icon that you can click on to watch a video of certain exercises if you're not sure what those exercises are or the proper form and technique for performing that exercise. So if you get to a particular exercise that you're not sure what it is and you see that little video icon on the side, you can click that, watch a video, and then that will explain and show you how to do that particular exercise. And so that's great for those that are still kind of learning about different kinds of exercise and don't necessarily have or remember what each and every exercise, how it's supposed to look. And so I really appreciate that feature from them, that they offer just a quick little video video that shows you what the exercise is supposed to look like. Additionally, this also offers not only a catalog of about 70 or 80 different exercises that this will track, it offers the ability for you to be able to record a new exercise and add it to the catalog. So what you'll do is you'll go into the gym. If you don't see an exercise that you want to track, you can go ahead and create a new exercise, and then it will begin a recording function where it will begin to record your form as you perform this exercise about 10 to 15 reps. And then you can save that exercise under, if it's a chest exercise or bicep exercises, you can kind of change, you can choose which category it is, and you can name that exercise. And then when you go into the gym the next time, you'll be able to click on that exercise and record it just like you would any of the other exercises that were already part of the catalog. So I really like the idea that you can take this into the gym with you and have a very customizable approach. You can customize this band to do whatever crazy exercise you come up with as long as you've recorded it in advance. Now, this does, again, have a catalog of about 70 to 80 exercises, and it has what's called a universal form. And with this universal form, you can just go right into the gym, begin working out, and it'll record all of those specific exercises. And then you pack up your bags and you go home. Now, if you want more accurate tracking, what this allows you to do is have a personalized form where you go to a specific exercise, say bicep curls. You click on the application to record your specific form to that exercise. So that way, going forward, when you go into the gym, you can have a more personalized or customized approach, because honestly, we're not all built the same. There's different length arms, there's different forms, and sometimes people disagree on the proper form of an exercise. And so if you want to kind of customize this to your specific form, you have that ability to do that. Now, there were some issues that I had with the watch that I just need to be completely upfront about, and that's why this is part one of my video, because I just wasn't able to do everything that I wanted to do, track everything that I wanted to track with this device. And so there are firmware updates that are continuing to be rolled out from Actofit. They've honestly kind of struggled here at the beginning. I've gotten a lot of feedback from some of my viewers that have said that you've had devices that arrive that just simply aren't working, and you've had an experience similar to my own. And then I've had users that have reached out to me and said that the device that they got seems to be working just fine. So there appears to be kind of a quality control issue where people are getting some units that seem to be working fine, and some people are getting units that honestly just are very glitchy. And that's been my experience. I've gotten a unit that I just haven't been able to get to completely work in a gym context. So here's what I mean. You take this into the gym, and from the app or from the device itself, you can begin an exercise, begin a workout. Now, the band and your phone have to be synchronized. They have to be connected at the time when you begin your workout. And for whatever reason, I've been unable to do that from my device itself, from my band. It'll say to sync, and it just won't sync with the app. Now, from the app, I have been able to hit the button to begin a new session, begin a new workout, and it'll begin to record, and I'll go and I'll do several exercises, and then while I'm working out, and I maybe do a couple of sets, and then come back and finish the workout, the data that it's coming back with, it's saying that I didn't do anything, that it didn't record anything. And so that makes me think that there's some sort of synchronizing issue that I have between the band and the actual phone that I have. And it's an iPhone 7, so there shouldn't be any compatibility issues, because they've developed an iPhone app, and there's not the fragmentation that they would have on Android. So I tried to go ahead and pair this with Android, and I have about a 2-year-old Android phone. I bought it in 2015. And went to go ahead and install the application on my Android phone, and it said that it was incompatible, that the application was not compatible with my phone. And so there's definitely some fragmentation problems that are going on here, specifically with Android, and then possibly even with the iPhone. I have an iPhone 7 Plus. It's just the app doesn't seem to be offering full functionality to everyone. It seems to only be working for specific users. And so just kind of buyer beware. If you're going to buy this product specifically on Android, make sure that you download the application first to make sure that it's compatible with your phone before you buy the device and it shows up, and then you find out that you can't even use the application. This is part one because I actually have not had the opportunity to work out with this yet. I've tried multiple times, and every time that I go in the gym to work out, it just is not recording my workouts and my exercise. And so I have found that very frustrating. Even though it successfully was able to record my personalized form for specific exercises, and I was able to add certain exercises that weren't already included in the catalog. I was able to add those, and it did successfully record my form. So it's weird that there seems to be some times where the watch is communicating to the phone and sometimes where it's not. And at this point, I've just been frustrated using it. It hasn't offered me full functionality in the gym, and it hasn't delivered on that process. So that's been kind of a disappointing aspect so far that I think could be fixed with a firmware update. So I'm kind of crossing my fingers and hoping that in the next month or two that they fix that with some firmware updates. Now, Actofit has reduced their price from, I believe it was originally $175 down to $115, and the device has only been out for about a month now. And so that's a little bit alarming. That means that probably the sales and marketing aren't going quite like they had hoped, and so they're trying to reduce the price point to generate some sales. So I'm a little bit alarmed that I'm seeing that price drop so quickly. When it's only a month out from the product release date and they're already dropping the price, that's saying something about what's going on behind the scenes. And so that's a little bit alarming. And so I'm hopeful that people will continue to buy the product and that they'll continue to develop the product and do firmware updates and get the product to where it needs to be. But at this point, buyer beware. They have reduced the price very early on, and that could be because there's problems brewing behind the scenes. So honestly, I've been a little disappointed up to this point with my experience. The things that have worked well. I like the design of the band. I like the design of the app. The things that I've done so far, such as recording my customized exercises or adding exercises, went and worked really well. And so I would like to see the rest of the device work in that same way, and I just haven't seen that yet. And so hopefully there's a part 2 to this where the firmware updates kind of fix the known issues that I've had, and I'm able to go into the gym and work out and give you guys some feedback on it and let you know that, hey, it's all working good now. So this isn't necessarily a review where I'm saying this is a bad device, but this isn't a review where I'm saying go out and buy this product, it's awesome either. And so I just want to be totally upfront with you guys on that one. So hey guys, thanks for watching. My name is Eric and I'm the Techie Agent. We'll catch you next time.